Got here, and it's time to talk about rezero. Final episode of season 3. We have the results, the aftermath of the Pristella fight, everything that happened, the conclusions, the cliffhangers, and the pain, the victories, everything here. And we're not gonna have another episode of rezero, but at least we have confirmation of season 4. I'm so happy. Was this the first time they actually announced seasons so fast after this? And we have a trailer, a visual. Also, I was so happy when I saw that after I watched the episode. I'm like, yes, we're winning. Especially how good this season was. But yeah, we're gonna talk a bit about the episode. They're gonna talk about the visual and what it means to have season 4 towards the end of the video. And apologize if I sound weird, I'm talking through my nose. I have this nasty cold, and my chair got stolen again by my cat. But yeah, let's get into it and talk about the episode. Now, it picks up from last week. We have the fight with Beatrice, Otto, and the others versus Leah. And man, Leah is such an interesting character because like you're fighting a bishop, but it kind of amplifies that, considering how the powers work with the memories, the people he has eaten, and kept using Rem's memory. I'm like, motherfucker, one day I want to catch you so badly. And he's still really, like, I feel like he was sopping. He threw out so many names that I didn't know or recognize, probably how many people he has eaten ever since he's a bishop. I'm really interested so much in the witch cult overall right now, even more after this episode and this season. We're gonna talk about that when we get to Sirius here, but I like Beatrice, how smug she was throughout the fight, and she even came in clutch saving Otto and showing they were using limited mana crystals, especially for her, considering the connection with her and Subaru's defective mana gate there. And those crystals were limited because they were also for Puck to get him back. And everybody putting up a fight against Leah. Gaston tried his best also, even though he got damaged through his magic there. Felt slamming Leah with that staff, saying that even Reinhardt was fearful of that staff. Now, at first I'm like, okay, that may be a joke, Reinhardt was probably playing along with it, but Leah tried to eat Felt, it didn't work, it threw up. Was it because of the staff, or did Reinhardt do something to her, like a blessing, a buff, or maybe I missed something in the anime? If I did, please let me know. If it's for the future, don't give me information there. And Beatrice knew that stuff. Apparently, Kidna made it, or Kidna knew about it, so that's how Beatrice knew and starts using it with Felt there together. And I like how Gaston, last movement he had in him, grabbed Leah's leg to hold him in place so he could get blasted there. And he took quite a lot of damage. And here is where things got very, very bad for our group. And I'm like, okay, did he get back up? Because Otto, in flash of a second, I was like, okay, Leah got back up, and Otto, I don't know, he lost like muscle leg. You can see the bones on his leg. He got chomped off. I'm like, okay, Leah got back off. He's angry, back up. He's angry, but no. And I'm like, who the fuck is that? Am I watching Helmeppo from One Piece? The hairstyle, the face, the chin. Okay, no, and he was the one that caught Otto, but then it's revealed that no, it's not Helmeppo, it's in fact Rui, and refers to herself as we, ourselves. We want you at our table, the speech pattern. And this seems to be the third bishop of Gluttony. There feels like they're siblings or aspects from what I got with the conversation with Sirius. We're gonna get to that. During the interrogation, the conversation, Sirius gave them a warning there to Subaru and the others. Beware of gluttony, they're coming after, referring to them gourmet, bizarre eating, and satiation. So it feels like there's three aspects of gluttony, so not just a singular one here. So Rui came in to save the brothers there. Roy, I think he fucked off after what he did, and I want to catch that guy so badly also. But back on Leah here, she comes in, saves Leah, and reveals that Felt is not her real name, and that's why she couldn't lose it there, and this is where I got, oh, okay, so that's why it didn't work on Feld here, because even she herself didn't know her real name. It wasn't what Reinhardt did here, and she suggests to everybody for them to retreat. Now, she kind of got what she wanted. They retreated. Capella also retreated. The Gluttony also backed off there. But she was super arrogant. Now, I feel like this is the first appearance Rui had in the anime here. I'm liking her, but also feels like Gluttony are just the creepiest of the archbishops in a way. I don't know how to put it honestly into words. That's why rezero is great. All of the villains feel so awesome here. The extremities they go with, the aspects they represent, the perversion of that feeling, of that emotion or scene, or however you wanna call it here, and them being three makes things a lot more interesting here. Even though Beatrice didn't want to let them get away, that was kind of the right decision. Even Rui said that, because they're running out of crystals. How were you gonna even fight another new one? You don't know how the power works. Do they fully share powers here? It feels like there's a difference between them. Similar powers, but different at the same time. And Rui kind of put them on a list in a way, saying a meal isn't what you eat, it's who you eat it with. And this is why I think she might be satiation. So, I don't know, interesting. I have a lot of questions about the Gluttony trio here. At least we finally found out who or what Rui is here, and so they retreat. And when Kiritaka announced they won on the announcers there, my first thought was, is Capella just doing this for them to be able to retreat? But no, it was actually Kiritaka there. We see of the aftermath, the chapel being collapsed there. That town is fucked up. How many people died, lost their lives, transformed, eaten all over the place. It's like, damn. But we finally get a bit of the aftermath here. People getting together, Subaru and Emilia with Beatrice. I really loved how happy Subaru was to see Beatrice again. Hugging her, grabbing her, the dynamic between them is great there. Anastasia also shows up, and they start to tease a bit Subaru, calling him a real man. Emilia also says that. We see all of them being there. Garth is recovering in bed. I like the fist bump with Subaru. I was so relieved when I saw that Mimi is alive. Recover, she instantly jumped on Garth. He started. All of the blood came back out. Man, I'm so happy Mimi is alive. Thank you for that save. If she would have died, I swear, Mimi needs to be protected here. Otto, people finally started realizing that Otto was recovering. The banter with him and Subaru, the friendship is great here. And the reveal that Pristella captured Sirius. So I was correct, Sirius wasn't dead when she went into the water there, because they didn't show body and things like that. Regulus did die, that motherfucker needed to die. That was one of the most satisfying things I've saw in ReZero, having that motherfucker die that death there. So good. But Sirius being captured, and she's still fully obsessed with Subaru, Betelgeuse, depending, because she thinks that Betelgeuse is inside. That might be some truth to that, because when Subaru touched Emilia's heart, we saw that glimpse a bit of Betelgeuse. Is that just the remnants of the authority, or is there something of Betelgeuse inside there? And this is where I got really interested. I even said it in some videos ago recently. What the fuck are the witch cultists actually doing? And this one made me even more intrigued, because according to what they figured out right now, the gospel told all of them to be in the city. Now, Sirius only cared about Subaru, and she revealed that she doesn't care about the witch of envy. So, are they just fucked up? All of them like insane people that just get together because they're, I don't know, they just want to push the limits to be able to do like the perversion of ignoring everything else, just their one-minded goal. Is there an actual connection to the witch's cult? Did they just run with the idea? I don't know what the fuck is happening with this witch cult. What exactly is their goal? Is it not getting the witch back? I have so many questions with the inner working, the hierarchy. There's also Pandora. What happened with that gate in season 2 with Emilia? Like, insane questions that I have with the Witch's Cult. It feels like we have just been scratching the surface. They're not fully united, they do random things together, sometimes they help each other, sometimes they fuck each other over, they don't really care about each other. Sirius wasn't even expecting help to come, and I'm like, okay, but what is the Witch Cult end goal here? So yeah, it's probably not gonna be answered right now since this is the final episode, but hey, at least we have season 4, but I'm excited right now. Seems like the villains are really ramping more and more here. And what did they accomplish in Pristella? Did they get the bones? Capella was willing to retreat because she achieved her goal. What was those goals that they said on the announcement just a facade to cover up their real goal? Insane how many questions we have right now with what happened in Pristella, and Sirius was definitely just fully obsessed with Subaru, even started licking him and Emilia instantly. Giant hammer. that was great, and showing the difference between actual love and perverted love with this, and also when Sirius started singing, the difference between her song and Liliana's song was insane. They're just, it's a song, but very different mood that you get from a song like that. And this is the last thing Sirius said to Subaru: beware of gluttony. And here was where we got the full names of the aspect: Gorment, Bizarre, Eating, and Satiation. They're gonna come after you. So yeah, I hope there's gonna be a way to save Rem and also another character, which we're gonna get to that here, because after they left the prison where Sirius was, they run into Alan. I like how Betty instantly said don't get too friendly with him. A lot of inconsistencies with Al, even Subaru and the others calling it, what was he doing behind the scenes? Like, thanks to him things worked out, but it's definitely suspicious. And I have as many questions as I have about the Witch's Cult, I have as many about Al. Sometimes even more, I feel like it, because I really don't know where to place it. I know there's that theory going around, you can escape it, be it anime only or if you have read the source material. I haven't read the source material, I'm trying my hardest to stay anime only with rezero, and the theory with him being some alternate form of Subaru, even after we had that break episode where that should have been part of the anime. I didn't forget about that, with him revealing he's also an isekai person. So I don't know, Al is definitely one of the most suspicious characters in the series here, so I do hope at some point we're gonna get some more info with him, definitely there. And here Kiritaka gave the crystals there with Betty. They all started talking, all of them together started talking with what to do with Sirius, and I like Felix just showing how much he cares for Crush. And I'm gonna say it again, I feel like I said it pretty much almost every video. Every time something happens, Crush sometimes pays for it. Even in season 1, now especially in season 3, she fucked up with the dragon's blood. And if we are to believe Capella, like that the dragon blood is different, even if you kill her, it doesn't get cured. I'm like, how do we even save Crush? And I feel you, Felix, I feel you. I need Crush to get a win. Like, things didn't get worse for Crush after they had their plan now. Like, when they pretended with the disguise there that when Capella went after Crush, I'm like, there's no way they're gonna kill Crush, right? And I was so happy when it was revealed it wasn't actually Crush. But now, Felix, I feel you. Something needs to be done to save Crush, and he was definitely going into panic mode, which is understandable how much he cares for Crush, and them trying to decide what to do with Sirius. And Reinhardt offers to detain Sirius, to send her to the capital to interrogate and so on, taking their times with the decision. And I like how much calm and how much respect Subaru is also getting from everybody around him, considering how he was back in season 1, even in season 2, and even at the start of season 3, right? And a lot of people knew him. He won a lot of trust and respect in this season there, and seeing the different opinions going back and forth and agreeing to this Reinhardt to transfer Sirius to the capital. Now, I don't really know how that is gonna work out. I don't really think they can be contained. the bishops. So yeah, I would keep my eyes out on that one. Even though it's Reinhardt with them, it has been shown that as overpowered as you can be, you can't do everything and anything every single time. This season 3 has proved that more than enough, and this is one of the reasons why I really like Zero quite a lot. This is how you do an overpowered main character. Like, you can have all of the power in the world, but there are limitations when you work around that. Make sure you check out some of my previous videos also with this season, what happened during the fight versus Regulus, and at the start also with Sirius, the manipulation of emotions, putting people in danger. Like, Reinhardt might be the strongest 1v1 if you have a duel, but applying that power to keep other people alive, limitations, constraints, it's insane how well it was done in this season, especially. We even saw it at the start when the series started with Reinhardt. But yeah, then they have to decide what to do with the people that were transformed, the insects, monsters. Now, Pristella instantly went for the utilitarian solution, put them out of their misery, which I can understand that if there was no actual solution here, kill them instantly, not leave them in that state. But Emilia offers up a prolonged plan, so to say. Freeze them, put them in stasis until they find the cure. And here I have major respect for Liliana. She was willing to vouch for Emilia, even saying she's willing to give up her head, as in her life, how much she trusts Emilia. And Liliana has definitely done a lot of things this this season. She was great, and Pristella agrees to this thanks to Liliana also, and even acknowledges Emilia as her rival if she was going to do this. And that says a lot, considering how back in season 1 when we had the gathering there, how much they were butting heads with each other, all 4 of them together. Even Anastasia did a lot here, and I have a lot of questions with Anastasia also. Speaking of that, with can she really use magic, can she not, what exactly is happening with her? We even saw it when Al threatened her, so there's a big mystery also with Anastasia here. Pristella also, with the names that Sirius kept mentioning when they were fighting, her past, her powers, and we are missing so much critical information here, to say the least. But after this, we finally see a bit of the actual aftermath, with Liliana singing in the background. There the song was great. Kiritaka thanking Subaru for everything. Emilia freezing the people transformed. Felix, of course, always by the side of Krush. The rebuilding slowly starting. The mutual respect between Subaru and Reinhardt there, that was great, and showing the dynamic between them. While Reinhardt is definitely the strongest one physically, I think Subaru is the strongest one mentally. And speaking of Reinhardt, last episode also the pain in him when he said, I'm gonna do the duties of the Sword Saint and the family. That episode, it really boggled my mind that people didn't like that episode, focused on Teresa and the Estrella family, and the pain that is there, like insane. The son, the father, the mother, just that family is so fucked up. It hurts there. But yeah, Reinhardt also great character. Them having the gem for Puck here. Hopefully Puck comes back soon. Luzbel and Tina, the 2 kids at the start that Sirius used as hostages, being okay. Ricardo being revealed to have lost an arm here. But the last scene in the episode reminded me definitely of season 1 there, to say the least, how Without One ended. And we see the prices also. Julius alone in a corner, panic mode, and Subaru just called me. Oh, hey Julius, how you been? What happened? Glad to see you, and so on. Still the banter between them a bit, and nobody around him was recognizing. I'm like, okay, damn, I know what happened. And Subaru goes there, starts talking, and Julius, do you know me, Subaru? And Emilia looking, huh? Who? Huh? Mr. Julius? Huh? Who is Julius? I'm like, god damn it, Roy, fuck you, Roy. So Julius got his name eaten, so he doesn't exist for anybody. At least he didn't also get his memories himself, so he's not catatonic like Rem, but this one is gonna hurt Subaru a lot. You saw instantly him grabbing his chest, heart there in pain, like, fuck. This one hurts, but we need to get Gluttony. Gluttony is, like I said, it's one of the most dangerous and scary powers for me in a lot of things. Things that affect your memory, your existence are so scary. Like, there's a multitude of things that can kill you in one shot, in torturous ways, but in the end you still die. Having somebody take away your name, your existence, your memory is a lot scarier for me. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below, which bishop would you be more scared to face, or at least be killed or affected by their powers in the comments below. For me, it's definitely Gluttony. Like, all of them would fuck me up, no questions, but if I had to choose the least one, please not Gluttony. But yeah, now who is Julius? Can't wait to see a multitude of memes and who is Julius, who is Rem. But here, after this, I was instantly so happy to finally see Season 4 being announced there, the trailer, the visual, and damn, I have a lot of questions. Is that Rem? Who is, like, what's happening? It hurts me to try and stay anime only. We don't have a date as of recording this video right now. Hopefully we're gonna get a date soon. It's probably, I don't know if it's gonna be this year, just going by assumptions. At best, if it's this year, it's probably end of year. If not, next year, who knows, maybe next year. And I know I'm just shooting random dates right now, I honestly don't know, but take your time with it. Thank you for the quality that we got here in Season 3, has been amazing. No rush, have it in 2 years, it's fine, it's confirmed. Thank you everybody involved with rezero, labor of love here, how much they have worked with this one, and the creator also, of course, this series, characters, amazing, one of my all-time favorite series, and I couldn't be happier. Season 3 has been fantastic from start to finish, and it's gonna be insane having to binge it. Honestly, amazing here. But I'm curious, what do you guys think of Season 3? Are you happy where it ended up? Definitely we have a cliffhanger, of course, but I feel like things wrapped up with Pristella. Like, we didn't get all of the answers, but I'm also happy it didn't end up with just randomly defeating Gluttony. Also, all of them randomly defeating Capella. I feel like they're characters for later conflicts and so on. Gotta leave some things for the futures. We got rid of the most obnoxious yet great character, Regulus. There, that was great having that there. Just I love how that happened here, and yeah. rezero, greatness. But as always, I probably yapped way too much. This video is gonna be way too long. I could go on and talk more and more and more, but I want to keep this at least under 25 minutes. So yeah, probably gonna rewatch this season very soon. I'm gonna let some things sit for a bit. I'm excited for Season 4, and as always, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, helps me quite a lot, and you guys get the latest videos on the series that I follow. So keep enjoying anime, and rezero Season 4 is coming, and I can't wait. I'm gonna see you again on the next one. Bye bye.